Ahmaud Arbery's murders arrested. We got to be reasonable about this. Hey guys, Seth Fuller, your favorite lawyer here. I want to start this off by thanking so many people, the thousands of people who watched my video about the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. I'm so grateful from the bottom of my heart. I know 6,000 people isn't a lot according to YouTube, but it is a lot according to me. I'm a justice nerd, and what I see here is people recognizing what justice is and responding, and to that it makes me feel good, whether you listen to me or the thousands of other videos out there about the shooting. I sincerely appreciate you clicking, and here's the thing, it worked. Thanks to A, the tireless effort of a loving mother, and B, the power of social media. Travis and Gregory McMichaels, the two apparently responsible for the shooting of Ahmaud Arbery, were arrested for murder. Those two guys look like they used the N-word and not singing along to Jay-Z, am I right? Anyways, they've been arrested for murder, booked in. The media is abuzz. Finally, this family can begin to see justice. And it wouldn't have happened. So many DAs passed on it. So many DAs did nothing. The police didn't want to do anything, all because of they knew the dad and they didn't want to get anybody in trouble. The DA in Waycross says that they were not responsible because they thought they were getting a burglar. Now, again, I haven't seen the evidence. Let's just start. We haven't seen the evidence. These two men, even though what we saw in video, are still innocent until proven guilty. I've said since the beginning of this, the one thing that I'm so worried about, I don't know Ahmaud. It could be he was burglarizing homes. And if that's proven, man, things are going to get real hairy. But I said in the first video, in my opinion, in these circumstances, in general, a lack of evidence that the police put forward, or a DA puts forward, or doesn't put forward, when he's going to make a decision like that, that makes me think there is no evidence. But the great thing is even these two guys, and I know that's going to set a lot of people, even these two guys are innocent until proven guilty, and they will get their day in court for shooting Ahmaud Arbery. Now, I want to state this in no uncertain terms. If it turns out that these two guys had no good reason, no good probable cause to think that Ahmaud Arbery was robbing anybody, then they're done. They should go to jail for a long time. And this is the beginning of that process. But guys, I'm a lawyer, and I gotta rain on your parade. This is the Georgia murder statute, and it's not good. This statute says a person commits the offense of murder when he unlawfully and with the malice aforethought, either express or implied, causes the death of another human being. The definition of malice aforethought is the intention to kill or harm, which is held to distinguish unlawful killing from murder. This is the intention to kill or harm. Now, compare that to the Texas statute that we all saw in the Amber Geiger trial. That frames murder as a person commits it if he intentionally or knowingly causes the death of an individual. So that means that in order to prove murder beyond a reasonable doubt, the prosecutor will have to prove to a jury that Travis and Gregory had malice aforethought, that essentially they went out intending to kill Ahmaud. And I do not think that the evidence proves that. Yes, they went out to take the law into their own hands. All the evidence so far seems to show that it was a mistake, that they had no reasonable suspicion, no good, reasonable, probable cause to believe that Ahmaud did commit a burglary. And so what they did was an unjustified killing. However, the problem is with the statute saying malice, there is implied malice. I want to make that understood. Implied malice would be that it seems like we can say that while they never voiced that I want to kill this guy, I'm going to kill this dude, I hate him, I'm tired of him, that, if you just walk into a store and shoot a guy who happened to be the lover of your wife, we don't have to assume that there was malice. There's implied malice. However, if the evidence shows that these two were, even by mistake, trying to catch a burglar who they had just witnessed burgle a house or a residence or a construction site or whatever, then I really don't think this fits murder. They weren't committing a felony themselves. Maybe wrongful imprisonment. I don't know if that's a felony in Georgia, but really they weren't committing a felony themselves. And I don't think there's evidence enough right now to show that they had malice or forethought. I know it disgusts you. I get it. But the law is the law. The news gets even worse. In Georgia, a person commits the offense of voluntary manslaughter when he causes the death of another human being under circumstances which would otherwise be murder, and if he acts solely as a result of sudden, violent, and irresistible passion. I don't know enough about Georgia case law to know if this fits. It doesn't seem, just browsing through it, that it does. Which would bring us to involuntary manslaughter. A person commits the offense of an involuntary manslaughter in the commission of an unlawful act when he causes the death of another human being without any intention to do so by the commission of an unlawful act other than a felony. A person who commits the offense of involuntary manslaughter in the commission of an unlawful act upon conviction thereof shall be punished by imprisonment for not less than 1 year or more than 10 years. B says a person commits the offense of involuntary manslaughter in the commission of a lawful act in an unlawful manner when he causes the death of another human being without any intention to do so by the commission of a lawful act in an unlawful manner likely to cause death or great bodily harm. Now again, these two people are charged with murder. In every jurisdiction, the burden of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt. I'm absolutely positive that people in Georgia have been convicted of murder for far, far less than what happened here. However, I'm also positive that a great number of people in similar situations have pled or been convicted of involuntary manslaughter. And involuntary manslaughter is 1 to 10. Voluntary manslaughter is 1 to 20, where murder you can start seeing life in prison. This is going to be the issue, and this is going to be talked about, and it's going to captivate the nation just like the Amber Geiger trial is. It's going to be argued. It's going to be hated. And in the end, a jury of these men's peers will decide their fate. And that's the beautiful thing about our system. The beautiful thing about our system is when it works correctly, doesn't matter color, race, creed, religion. When it works correctly, you're allowed to have a group of common citizens, average citizens, decide whether or not someone committed a crime and what the punishment for that crime will be. So I just wanted to update, because while everybody is going to be high off this arrest, and I'm glad they finally got arrested, and I'd just like to say again that they should have been arrested on February 23rd when they got when they did this. I just want to temper some of that with some reason, because it sucks to be disappointed, and we have to be reasonable about what the law is. In Texas, this is a murder, and they probably get convicted. In Georgia, I don't know. It's going to be up to the jury to decide. But we have to be ready for the fact that it may not come out to be a murder conviction, and these guys may spend less than 10 years in jail. That would be injustice, in my personal opinion, but they won't let me on the jury, I promise you that. The good news is people are coming out to support. There's a fun run. There's GoFundMes. You can go find all of those. Please do. Please support this family. Please support justice in this manner. But part of supporting justice is giving the system the time to work this out, giving the prosecutor the time to put forth the evidence, giving the defense the tools to properly defend these people so there's no question of their guilt. And so when they do go to prison, they will stay in prison and it won't be appealed. So let's all let that happen. Let's all be reasonable while being thankful that justice has at least begun. Thanks for listening, guys. Your support means a lot to me. And if you have any questions or comments, I'm pretty good about answering them. Leave them here. Like it, subscribe, share. That it's all. I mean, just make me feel good. I'm a narcissist. What do you want? I just want to feel good. This is crazy that this is happening, and it's crazy that you are listening to me. But I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, and appreciate any likes or subscriptions. Subscribing is awesome. And thank you, guys. I hope you have a good one.